Hello, welcome again to Mitchmatics. In this video I'm going to show you again how to do the area model method for multiplication, but on this one we're going to be doing a much larger number. So again, when it comes to multiplying multi-digit numbers, we can do the area model method, but first what we need to do is break up our numbers into their component parts based on place value. So I have 469, so I'm going to break it up into my 100th place, my 10th place, and my 1st place. And then I am going to do the same for 157 because there is a 100th place here. So because I have a 4 in the beginning, I have 400. For my 10th place, I have a 6, so that means it's 60. And I'm going to add those together. And then I have a 9 in my 1st place, so it's just plus 9. Now I'm going to do the same over here. I have my 100th place, so I have 100. I'm going to add my 10th place, which is 50 because I have a 5 right there. And then now I'm going to add my 1st place, which is 7. So again, what I'm going to now do is I'm going to create a big rectangular box so that I can organize my multiplication based on place value. So it doesn't matter again where I put this guy or this guy. I can put him right here, I can put him here, I can even put him on the bottom or the right here if I think from the right to the left. So it really doesn't matter. As long as you're consistently organizing and multiplying all the place values out, you'll be just fine. So I'm going to do 400 plus 60 plus 9. I always start with the top number, and I always like the first number to be there. And now on the side, on my left side, I'm going to put 100 plus 50 plus 7. So now every time I see a plus sign, I have to either write a horizontal or a vertical line. So let's do our horizontal lines first. So I notice there's 2 plus signs here, so I have to put lines there. And then I notice there's 2 plus signs here, so I'm going to make my horizontal lines. And now I have my boxes. They may not be the same size because I can't really draw, but it's okay. As long as we're consistently multiplying, that's all that matters. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first start from the top left corner and work my way to the right, and then I'm going to go to the next row and then the next one. So I'm working my way from top left to the right, and then I'm going down as I go across. So, or not go down as I go across, but I'm going down after I finish a row. Sorry. So I'm going to first do 100 times 400. So again, all I have to do with multiplication of numbers, which have only zeros, I just have to multiply the first two numbers. So 4 times 1 is 4, and then I'm going to add all of my zeros behind it. So I have 2 zeros here, and I have 2 zeros here. And so I have a very big number. This is 40,000. So now I'm going to do 100 times 60. 6 times 1 is 6, and I'm going to add my zeros. I have 3 zeros if I count them. So I have 6,000. Now I'm going to do the same here. 100 times, or plus 9, or times 9, sorry, not plus, times 9 times 100 will be 900. And now I'm going to work my way down to the next row. So I'm going to do 50 times 400, 5 times 4, 5, 10, 15, 20. So I have to remember I have a 20. And now I have to add all the extra zeros. I have 1, 2, 3 extra zeros. So that's 20,000. Now I'm going to work my way across again. 5 times 6. So that should be 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. 30, yes. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. Wasn't sure of myself. So I'm going to do 30, and then I'm going to add my 2 zeros. So I should have 3,000. And now I'm going to do 50 times 9. So 50 times 9 will be 9, 18, 27, 36, 45. So I have 45, and then I'm going to add my 0 because I have a 0. And now I'm going to do the last row. If you're noticing, these are actually very similar numbers based on their place value. This is 40,000, 20,000, so these are in the 10,000s. And then these are in the thousands, and then these are in the hundreds. So there's a common pattern if you notice. So let's do 7 times 400. Let's keep going forward. 7, 14, 21, 28. So that will be 28, and I'm going to add my 2 zeros. And now I'm going to move on to the next one. 7 times 6. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42. So I have 42. And I'm going to bring down my 0. And now I'm going to do 7 times 9. 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63. So I just have 63. So if you notice, it's not exactly consistent based on what I said earlier, how you notice they're all hundreds. So in this one, it's not because this is a 1 times a 1. But generally, you're noticing for this one, there is a pattern. But don't think it's always going to have a pattern. So now we're just going to add all these numbers up. So it seems like a lot, but now we're going to add them up based on place value. So I'm going to add them over here. I'm going to do 40,000 plus my 20,000. And I always do it in descending order. That just means I'm going from the biggest number to the lowest number from left to right. I may not be able to write them all, actually, if I look at what I'm doing. So, and then I'm going to do 6,000, 3,000, 2,800, and then I'm going to have 900, 450, 420, and 63. So just to make sure I didn't miss a number, I'm going to count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Correct. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add them based on place value. So I'm going to start from my ones place and work my way backwards till I get to the 10,000s place. So this may be a little cumbersome, but it's the best way to make sure you don't miss out on those numbers. So I see I have a 3. I'm just going to work my way around until I see any more 1s. That's it. So my ones place should be 3. So I'm going to have multiple numbers over here, so I'm just going to work my way up. So I have my 3, so I'm done with that. And I'm just going to cross them out as I go. So now I have to work with my tens places. So I have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 right here. And that's it. So I have 13, so I have to be careful. I have 13 tens. So actually, I only have 3 tens and I have 1 100. So you have to be careful about that. So I'm just going to add a 100 to this, just so I remember and I don't forget it. Now that I've done my tens places, I'm going to work and go towards my 100s places. And I'm going to add those. So I'm going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 right here. And then I have another 800, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So I have 26 hundreds. So that means I actually only have 6 100s and I have a 2,000. So now I have to add a 2,000. And so now I'm going to cross out my 100s to make sure I have those out of the way. So 2,800. I'm going to cross out my 800. So now I'm just going to add my thousands. So I have 2,000, 4,000, 4, 5, 6, 7,000, 7 plus 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13,000, 13,000. Okay, so if I look here, there's no thousands placed, so I have 13,000. So again, I'm just going to put the 3, and now I have 13,000, so that means I actually have a 10,000. Because that 10, that place value basically means I have a 10,000 plus 3,000, so 13. Okay, so I'm going to now finally add my 10,000s. So I'm going to do 1 10,000, 3 10,000, and then 7 10,000. So now I should have 7 10,000s. Oh, I messed up somewhere. 10, let's double check. So this actually, wait, let's see. No, I think I'm right. So let me double check. I'm going to double check with my calculator, just to make sure I didn't mess up. But this is the procedure. And it doesn't matter if you don't get the right answer all the time. Sometimes it just doesn't work out because there's so much to carry. As you're seeing, I'm kind of messing over it. So I'm messing it up a little bit. So yep, this is correct. This times this should equal 73,633. So I hope that this helped you understand how to do this method. So this may have looked a little confusing, but just remember you're adding them based on your place value. And I would always recommend start from your ones and work your way up to the highest place value. In this case, we had to work with 10,000s. Or, not 10, yeah, 10,000s, which is the not the thousands, the 10,000s place. Sorry, I had to think. So, again, just be very methodical about how you do this, okay? So I hope that helped you out. So best of luck.